Good morning everyone. I am Madalambika B, first MBA, Maharani Women's Commerce and Management College, Mysore. I am explaining about inventory planning and control and just in times. What is inventory? Inventory refers to the goods and materials that a business holds for the ultimate goal of resale, production, or utilization. Inventory management is a discipline primarily about specifying the shape and placement of stocked goods. Inventory is also known as stock. It refers to the physical goods and materials that a business owns with a view of future resale. Types of inventory. The first one, raw materials. Raw materials are inventory items used in the manufacturing process to create finished goods. What is considered as a raw material to one company may be considered as a finished goods to another company. For example, glass, tires, iron sheets, mirrors, screws, nut bolts, etc. are inventory for automobile company. Second type of inventory is work in progress. It includes items that are currently being processed. It can also include raw materials and components that are going through manufacturing processes to produce a finished goods as well that finished items that are waiting for the final inspection. Next type of inventory is finished goods. Finished goods are comprised of full completed items that are ready for sale to the final customer. Next, MRO goods. MRO stands for maintenance, repair and operating supplies. It consists of necessary items to operate such as equipment and machinery. Next, inventory planning. Inventory planning is the process of determining the optimal quantity and timing of inventory for the purpose of aligning it with sales and production capacity. And inventory planning has direct impact a company's cash flow and profit margins, especially for smaller businesses that rely upon a quick turnover of goods or materials. Inventory planning it refers to the process that any organization adopts to determine the optimal quantity as well as timing with the sole aim of aligning such plans with the organization's capacity to produce and make sales. There are some objectives of inventory planning. They are: first one, customer satisfaction. It is a term frequently used in marketing. It is a measure of how products and services supplied by a company to meet the customer's expectations. Next one is forecasting needs. Demand or needs means outside requirements of a product or service. In general, forecasting means making an estimation in the present for a future occurring event. Next one, controlling cost. Cost control is the practice of identifying and reducing business expenses to increase profits. And next objective is successful storage. It includes activities related to holding material and the process of counting and transacting it as it moves through a fulfillment or distribution center. There are some advantages of inventory planning. They are: you know your stock levels, You can conduct stock rotation. You can optimize and reduce stock of items that don't move that quickly. You can move you quick moving items to the front, thereby speeding up picking. You can quickly identify items that are not moving that you can remove from your inventory. It reduces or eliminate the stock outs. It reduces or eliminate the overstocks which drain profit margins. It increases the cash flow through the inventory flows. It rotates stock to front displays to clear obsolete or perishable items. These are the advantages of inventory planning. There are some disadvantages of inventory planning. They are: it doesn't stop stealing stock. It can waste a lot of effort if not implemented and mentioned correctly. It doesn't replace in incomplete management. It can be very expensive and return on investment can take a long time. It requires a lot of staff training and you may lose some staff on the way. These are all the advantages of inventory planning. Next, I am moving to the inventory control. What is inventory control? Inventory control is the supervision of supply, storage, and accessibility of items in order to ensure an adequate supply without excessive oversupply. Inventory control or the stock control can be broadly defined as the activity of checking shops stock. It is the process of ensuring that the right amount of supply is available within a business. It's called inventory control. The objectives of inventory control are: it protects against fluctuations in demand, it protects against fluctuations in output, it uses men, material, and machines in a better way, it controls the stock volumes, it controls the stock distribution. Some major activities of inventory control are: planning the inventories, procurement of inventories, receiving and inspecting the inventories, storing and issuing the inventory, recording the receipt and issue of inventories, physical verification of inventories, follow up functions, material standardization and substitution. And the next is inventory decision. Inventory decision is one of the important and topmost priority of deciding about the inventories in the production organization, as this would be decide the future and present performance of the company. In any production organization, deciding the inventories according to the needs and requirements of it is very important. This enhance the performance or bring down the efficiency. So there are specific things any production manager should keep in mind before making decisions are: first one, how much to order. This is decided by the manager as how much the quantity to order for optimum performance and effective utilization of resources. And second one is when to order. This is the most important aspect the manager should emphasize on because this would decide when should the product to be ordered. And the next one is how much stock should be kept in safety. It indicates how much quantity should be taken on the consideration so that the stock can be used safely without any hesitation. These are all the informations about inventory planning control. Next, I'm moving to the just in time. Just in time. A just in time is a set of technique to increase productivity, improve quality, cost of an operations, and just in time aims to ensure that inputs to the production process only arise when they are needed. JIT, just in time, is mainly what you want, when you want it, how much you want. The origins and the history of JIT. JIT was invented by Taiichi Ohno, a vice president of Toyota post-war post-World War II. In order to survive, Taiichi Ohno, a vice president of Toyota post World War II, evolved in Japan after World War II as a result of their diminishing market share in the automobile industry, basically implemented in Toyota plant 1950 but well established after 1970. It was invested because of the sources were very scarce in Japan, also had very high unemployment and lack of abundant natural resources. In order to survive, they had to lean out their processes. They built smaller factories which focused on quick turnings, small amount of raw materials, small amount of physical products to reduce the financial risks. The JIT technique gained worldwide prominence spread to the United States in the late 1970s and 1980s. It took more than 15 years to perfect their ideas, and it was not introduced to the Western manufacturings until the end of 1970. Some of the companies that have implemented just in time and are successful, that is Toyota, Dell, Harley Davidson, and Apple Mobiles. For Toyota, the production strategy is highlighted by the fact raw materials are not brought until the production floor, until the order is received. For Dell, it uses just in time principles to make its manufacturing processes successful. Harley Davidson, it also uses just in time techniques to manufacture the bikes. Apple Mobiles, the consumer electronic giant keeps inventing little on hand as possible. The CEO of Apple said the inventory is a fundamental evil. Next, the comparison of JIT and traditional system. The inventory in the traditional system is large work in process inventories, but inventory is seen as an evil in JIT. Batch sizes are large in traditional system, batch sizes are small in JIT system. Setup time is large in traditional system, short setup time in JIT system. Longer lead time in traditional system and shorter lead time in JIT system. Flexibility is low in the traditional system and high flexibility in the JIT system. The traditional system uses push system, the JIT is pull system. These are all the factors that differentiate the JIT and the traditional systems. Next, what does just in time do? Reduces the waste and improves quality. Waste could be anything that does not add value to the product but still had some cost. Exposes problems caused by variability. So anything, if you remove the inventory, you will have more bigger picture of problems in this case. It achieves streamlined production by reducing delays and increases throughput. It reduces the cost and increases the profit. Provides faster responses to the customer. There are several advantages of just in time. They are: it reduces the inventory, it improves the quality, it lowers the cost, it reduces the space requirements, it reduces the lead items, it increases the productivity, it is a greater flexibility, it reduces the scrap and rework, it has a better relationship with the suppliers, it is simplified scheduling and control, it increased capacity, it increased equipment utilization, it is a better use of human resources, it reduces the need for indirect labor and more product variety. These are all some advantages of just in time. Thank you.